to families and taking you inside homes to show you what it's like living with contaminated water.
But there's one group that's been silent, afraid to speak out.
NBC 25's Kristen Aguirre shows you what it's like living undocumented.
It's the same scenario thousands of families in Flint face, using bottled water for everyday living. Now, health officials urge residents to start doing this back in September of 2015. But it was only 3 months ago that Melanie Guerra got that message.
I never knew where the free exams were or if it was even really necessary to have them.
Guerra was brought to the U.S. illegally when she was a child. But through the government program Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, she's been able to build a life here, living in Flint for the last 8 years. Now, one of her major obstacles she's been faced with is learning English, something she says has kept many in the Hispanic community steps behind in the water crisis.
In reality, I can't really understand what is happening, so there doesn't seem to be a point to watch television on that channel.
So they didn't hear this news until it hit the big news presses and came on their channel in their own language. So that might have been 2 or 3 months after the situation started.
Victoria Ortega is an immigration attorney in Flint. Now, she says another reason some in the Latino community lack information is the fear of deportation.
The Department of Homeland Security issued a policy statement saying they wouldn't be at or near any water distribution sites in uniform or undercover. So they have come out and said, okay, we won't be anywhere where you're giving water. But I don't know if that's enough to give people comfort.
I think now that so much time has passed, now we know the situation. But in the beginning, we were filled with so much fear that we didn't go out anywhere to get help.
Now, according to the 2010 U.S. Census, Latinos make up 4% of Flint's population, which doesn't include undocumented immigrants. This may look just like a church, but Our Lady of Guadalupe has been so much more to the Hispanic community during the Flint water crisis. It's become a safe hub of information for Latinos across mid-Michigan, especially undocumented immigrants. Which is why Melissa Vargas with the EPA says they've been teaming up with the church to get the word out on safe practices.
So it's not enough to just create fact sheets and brochures in English and Spanish and different languages, but we also have to really have those face-to-face conversations with folks.
The EPA has been on the ground since January, knocking on more than 10,000 doors and having over 5,000 in-person conversations. But Vargas says they still haven't reached everyone.
There's a lot of folks that are still in the shadows about this information, and being able to really tap into those pockets and being able to provide those individuals with that information is a challenge that we're still striving with.
So they're coming home a little bit more, I think. But I think the stigma is still there.
My daughter was born here. She's a U.S. citizen. If they judge me, okay, I'll take the responsibility. I came here very young. It's not my fault. I came here as a young girl, but why does my daughter have to suffer? Who's going to speak up for her? Me, because I'm her mother.
Now, Guerra has made it her mission to speak out for the Hispanic community, reminding them there is a place to get help.
We are your family. We are here as your brothers and sisters to offer information or resources, and that you're always welcome here.
There's so many of us here. Not a lot, but we support each other. I'm comfortable here. I'm hoping people will support the city that I love so much.
Kristen Aguirre, NBC 25 News.
Right now, local Latino leaders are hoping Flint will be declared a safe city during the water crisis. Now, that means there will be an agreement between the city forces and the immigration department to put deportations on hold.
Leaders say this will ease the mind the undocumented immigrants and allow them to get the help they need without fear. Now, for more information on the Flint water crisis in English and in Spanish, visit our website, NBC25news.com.